So I have decided to see just how cheap somebody can get into this hobby and do by building their own, make it without having to spend a whole lot of money. So what I've done, and the first big thing we've got in here, and there are some people that have done this before, but they haven't logged everything and seen how hard it was to do it. So the first thing I did was get a Air Hogs Titan. It's basically just a foam glider. It's cheap as all get out. I got it off Walmart.com and got it sent to the local Walmart, so it was a free pickup, so I didn't have to pay no shipping. And it's like $9. $9, and that's how it comes. It's even got little stickers that we're probably not going to put them all in there. So then I've got me some spars to put in the wing. Nice good carbon fiber, very stiff. That'll just help be able to put the wings on and off so it's not sitting out there the whole time, because this thing has a 1.2 meter or 4 foot wingspan, so that's a bit much. I've got some smaller spars just in case I need them for aileron and rudder and that such. Got some little control horns, a couple of them. I'm going to take my styrofoam over there and build me a motor pod, or at least I'm going to try. We're going to see how that works. And then, of course, some nice good pin hinges for all my control surfaces, because I want smooth action going on here. So far we got 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22, 31. We got about $31 so far. $31. I've got a bunch of these little servos here, which is what I'm going to use for all my control surfaces, because I got a pack of 10 of these from eBay, 9-gram servos, for, it was like, I think it was like $6 or $7. It was very cheap. Now, they're nothing fancy. They're not, you know, massively awesome or anything, but they are quick. And 9 grams should be way more than enough for that. And the other thing I've got is, and these are leftover motors that I took off of something else because I didn't like them. There's one right there. This is the old Chinese 2212 13 turn 1000 kV motor. It's adequate. That's about all I can say for it. That's what I'm going to use for the motor. Speed controllers, I've got a bunch of these little guys here. BL Heli. Yeah, I know some people don't like BL Heli, but you know, I don't see nothing wrong with them. Let's see, that's they're like $9, somewhere in there, $9 a piece. You get 4 of these motors for like $25. So it's like $5. So we'll just say $14 there, so that's 50 something. And then I've got, oh, where's it at? There it is, right there. That is the Hobby King 2.4 gigahertz version 2 HK16A. It's a 6-channel Hobby King radio. It's nothing fancy Fact is, it's pretty plain Jane, but it's only $25. So that keeps us under $100 still. And as far as the prop goes, I really have no idea. I haven't made up my mind on the prop yet, because I've got some floating around here. They're all over the place. I've got these little cheap 6-inch that might wind up being, these are actually from a wreck. The other ones were torn all to pieces, and it's an oddball out. And I've also got this guy. So I'm not sure what I'm going to use for the prop yet, but it's going to be cheap too. It's going to just be a couple of cents. So I'm going to try to keep everything under $100. And of course, the battery is going to push us over the $100 mark, but possibly not by a whole lot. I am probably going to use a Hobby King 4-cell. Probably a Turnigy. This right here is probably what I'm going to use. It's a 2200 20-30 discharge C. And this is probably the battery I'm going to use, because I've got like 2 of them. Of course, I've got a little Zippy in there too. It's an 1800 4-cell. I'm not going to use that one. And that's a 1300 volt high voltage. That guy right there is, it's got a ridiculous C rating. It is 65 constant with 130 burst. And that's stupid. And we're going to leave that to the 100 mile an hour, which is floating around here somewhere. I don't know where my 100 mile an hour, where the heck is it? Oh, it's around here somewhere. I got them everywhere. Alright, so stay tuned. I'm going to make a channel. Oh, well, not a channel, but a playlist on our... how do you turn this thing around? Oh, well, I'll just do it this way. I'm going to make a playlist and put them all in that playlist so you can watch it from start to finish. And this, of course, is going to be the first one in it, obviously, because this is where I'm telling you how much everything costs and everything. And you're going to see it as it goes, because, I mean, there's probably going to be mistakes made and all that good stuff. I may decide to go with a flight controller. I don't know. Flight controllers are pretty cheap if you get like a knockoff. I'd probably go CC3D, because they're the cheapest ones, and they work fine. I wouldn't race a quad with it, but they work okay. In fact, I'll let you see this little bit inside the Tundra. What's that? Oh, that's a CC3D board. Yes, it is. And a little orange RX on the side. And I put this little plate in here to keep everything away from each other, but still left a airflow area. A couple of them, actually. Because we didn't want to block airflow. Plus, it gives me a place to put the wires. I'm hoping to put this in the air eventually. Again, let's put it that way. And have it stay in the air, not crash. That was not pretty that day. I've had problems with the helicopter here. The Blade Knight 230S. The receiver in it has been acting funny. And they said they were going to send me another one because they said that it's probably something wrong with the receiver. But I haven't received anything yet, so I have no freaking clue. We'll see how Blade works. Same thing with my little CPS It turns out it had a bad board because it will not do 3D whatsoever. You put it into 3D and it takes off to the side, the tail rotor stops working. It just goes stupid when you put it in there. And I used their settings and all for the 6-channel, and it refuses to work, period. So anyway, that's the news for right now, and I'm also putting up a video on this little guy. Very cool little FPV camera, or not camera, but receiver that you wear on your wrist, and it's actually quite nice. So take a look at that, subscribe, like, yada yada yada. Check out our website, which is not a whole lot on there right now. It's www.chapelhillfpv.com, and we'll check you later.